It's Week 13 of the National Football League, and we've got the Dolphins' sure-handed wide receiver. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Dolphins and the Packers on Thursday night primetime.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
I think I'm ready for kids, he said when it starts trying to face. That makes sense. I'm going up past LA Jets. I'm going off the best they can get me my team. All eyes on me. I feel like I'm shooting. The weekend to win it. Cause I'm on the move.
Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. Jones breaking from the contact. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. It's Josh Allen that'll be orchestrating the offense, the 6'5" quarterback from Wyoming.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
They'll start on the ground with Spears. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Purple?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Allen now looks to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Out of the gun to give to Spears. Dancing away at the 35. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. On 1st and 10, now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll have a former Heisman Trophy winner calling the shots, hailing from the island of Oahu in Hawaii, Marcus Mariota.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-1 as opposed to the 2-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Yep. Mariota now after the fumble recovery. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
4 yards the pickup, first down. The Dolphins at 7-4 on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. You look at this Packers defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now Mariota. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Throwing, Mariota. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
He's got Akins, the tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Sermon is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. So important in this league to capitalize on the other team's mistakes. Here they force their turnover on the opening drive, then come right down and score.
And I would add that it's important to capitalize on other teams' mistakes early. That way, you build confidence for yourself and your team. You start playing a little more freely. And you let the other guys know we're prepared to play.
Point after here coming up. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was Trey Sermon who polished it all off with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Packers offense and Jackson Smith and Jigba getting ready to go back to work. And he's right up there amongst the league's best when it comes to racking up receiving yards this season. Currently ranked in the top 5 as things stand here. Now Spears to begin the drive. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Hand off to Spears. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. And the numbers for Spears on the ground a week ago. 18 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it makes it third down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here's Spears. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Allen going to throw. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. And here's a give to Spears. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Right back to Spears. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. This defense for the Dolphins, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
To throw, it's Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it as we resume action. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Mariota to throw. Got a man. That's little Jordan Humphrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Throwing is Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch catch it, trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. To throw, Mariota. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
They'll run for it. Sermon. Now he's free at the 35. He may go.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Trey Sermon.
His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was Trey Sermon who polished it all off with a touchdown run.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Jones breaking from the contact.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
Throwing now is Allen.
They'll set up the screen for Spears.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Allen.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run with Spears. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the 1st on the scramble. Looking to throw. Allen over the middle, it's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
At the 38-yard line.
On play action, Allen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. To the air, Allen. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll run with Sermon to begin the drive.
Shifts by him, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
127 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it, when you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Back to Sermon on first down.
Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Mariota.
Into the hands of his receiver, Humphrey.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Will Jordan Humphrey
with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
There he goes, right side. Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown, Packers! Ray McCloud, 69 yards.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Dolphins offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And he's been as productive as anyone in the NFL in the middle part of the season. The NFL's leader in receiving yards to this point, and he doesn't appear to be slowing down anytime soon.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short. Could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
To throw is Mariota. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Mariota. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, But this offense has converted twice on fourth down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
Room past the 35, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Up the middle, here's Sermon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. This one out quickly to Watkins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch.
He's got a man complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Will Jordan Humphrey, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage in the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
A try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Fighting through pressure.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. That was Patrick Peterson from his quarterback spot whirling in for the sack.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense and running back Trey Sermon heading back out. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? Second quarter and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play. but sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the fourth quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Mariota now. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Mariota. Going deep here for Watkins. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. A number of great games coming up this holiday weekend. Of course, we begin tomorrow. The second ever Black Friday game, the Raiders, Chiefs from Arrowhead. Even more good matchups to check out in the late afternoon window. A 4 o'clock start up in Baltimore, where it'll be the Ravens taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Finally, on Monday night, Cyber Monday. Put the credit card away and settle in for the Browns and Broncos from Denver. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Dolphins offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
A solid stiff arm. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Boy, 175 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Here's Mariota. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Play fake. Mariota. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. Now Allen. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Here's Allen to throw it. That one's taken in by Spears. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the 1st. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense and Marcus Mariota getting set for this next drive. And he had it going in the 1st half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Mariota. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Now Mariota. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw again. Mariota. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st.
It's now 4th down.
They throw it out right complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. To throw, it's Allen. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Allen going to throw. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Allen. Touchdown, Packers. Marvin Mims, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
The Packers will set up.
They'll try to run it here. And he will dive into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is successful. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the two, or I should say third and goal from the two.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Throwing is Mariota. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
From the gun, Sermon. Now he's into the clear again. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Trey Sermon, 74 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Allen now looks to throw. Got an open man. It's McLeod. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, strip away everything ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. And again, it's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Allen. He's got the hook up to McLeod. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here's a run by Spears. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action now. Mariota. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Sermon. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Dolphins are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And out across midfield down to the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now Allen. Smith and Jigba with the grab. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Allen to throw once more. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. To the air, Allen. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense and running back Trey Sermon heading back out. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer in the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. From the gun, Mariota. This to the outside, it's Sermon. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 14. And the Dolphins 1st down.
And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Mariota. He'll find Sermon out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Going to throw deep for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Lil Jordan Humphrey, 28 yards. And the Dolphins have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this second.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official.
They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Now for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Now Allen. He finds Smith and Jigba. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. From midfield, here's Allen. Steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The offense on third down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal and they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long. As under pressure, they got him again. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's 3rd and goal after the sack. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Here's Allen to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Here comes Johnson on the return.
And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Throwing here, Mariota.
He's got the connection downfield to Hamler.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Sermon. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
They'll try and run for the first with Sermon.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Trey Sermon,
28 yards.
And the Dolphins up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. And he continues to add on to his amazing touchdown total on the ground. That is number 25 for him on the year as he moves ever closer to the all-time record.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. That time, a 6-play drive.
And it was Trey Sermon who polished it all off with a touchdown run.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Miami, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9.